The family. Here is Abdul Karim Assahly from the Space Think and Talk Africa, the ring of ideological box, available on all the podcasting platforms, and you can reach us by my name, Abdul Karim Assahly, or you can just write e-Africa, like how you write e-commerce. And one day I take a space to explain the philosophy of e-Africa. E-Africa came out from long work of ideological research, political and geopolitical ideological research. We came out with Afrology, Afrosophy, and Afrocracy. What does that mean? We have logically to orientate our vision, our thought, and our principles to those of our ancestors who have preceded us, who have gave birth to the human civilization, the Africans. Afrosophy means that we have to privilege and to give space to those African thinkers, African visionaries, African philosophers, and African metaphysicians who talk about the primordial tradition. What does mean that? The tradition that link us primordially directly to God, which have been took out with the ideology of the new liberalism, material and inhuman, where we witness with Friedrich Nietzsche the death of God. I have to say this in Arab. And Allah hayyun la yamut, and God is still alive and never die. Contesting what Friedrich Nietzsche have said. So, and after that we reach from Afrosophy, we reach to Afrocracy, which is the meaning, the constitution of principles of power, principles of justice, principles of injustice. And then we can be able to rise up some change, we start to gain some respect. And I'm talking about respect. And respect, you cannot gain respect with law. You cannot gain respect with vision. You cannot gain respect with ambition. You get respect with power. When you will be able to fight back with power, then you will be respected. Then you will be considered, because the law is for the weaks, how we say. This is the idea, and the democracy, the law is for the weaks. So if you follow the law, you are considered weak. And when a white man kill a black man, he do that because he know that he can do that. He know that he owns the power to do that. So what is normal to conceive and normal to think is that we have to think and we have to build our own Pan-African League, our own Praetorian League of defense, the army defense, scientific defense, cultural defense, and ideological defense. And we have to privilege in this vision the Pan-Africanism over all the other forms of isms. Because we have the liberalism, we have the communism, we have the socialism, and we have the capitalism, and we have now the dollarism, which is ending with the multipolarity of the world and the supremacy of the yuan, the Chinese yuan. Now, so in this world, in this era, and we have the duty, we have a responsibility, and we have a responsibility to fight against a plurisecular injustice. It's not because we have to hate someone else. We have to be pushed by the love for ourselves, the love for dignity, the love to be a man or woman on this earth and this sun, like all the others. You know, they think the thoughts of racism, because many black people don't reach to independence, don't reach to success, don't reach to justice, don't get anything, because they think with someone else's principles of right or wrong, for just or unjust. What that I mean? I mean that with these isms, with these ideological isms like democratism, socialism, communism, capitalism, liberalism, and so over, are all important. Is the thought and the principles and the vision of the ancient slave master. And after that, those principles and those visions became the colonizers' visions and principles. And after that, with the fake independence of Africa, we had the neo-colonial principles and visions, or the supremacy of the dollar, the supremacy of the democracy over all other forms, and it is imposition by weapons. How we have witnessed it in Libya, we have witnessed that in Iraq, we have witnessed that in many other countries, and the result is all destruction and misery. That is what we have received from all these forms of isms. So we have another vision, we have a leader, we have a new ideology, the Pan-Africanism of the new era of the 21st century is different than all the other form of Pan-Africanism. And I'm not one of those who fight for color, but I fight for justice. Cosmological justice against the cosmogonical injustice. What does mean that? We mean that we have our own vision, we have our own ideology, we have our own path, and we are happy to share that with the rest of the world. And the rest of the world have to learn to respect our vision, to respect our priorities, and to respect our vital interest. And our vital interest is to protect all our brothers and sisters around the globe, and to free ourselves from the influence and from the domination that have been going on till now from 500 or 600 years. From 500 and 600 years, we are thinking with your principles. We are living on your lifestyle. We are doing how they want. Now is the time that we do for ourselves. And that is mean that we don't hate anybody else. We don't hate white people. We don't hate Chinese. We don't hate Latinos. We all love the world. But now we start to love ourselves too. Yes, I say too, because black men and black women have been taught to not to love themselves, starting from the top of their head to the down of their feet. They don't love anybody from their community near their self. And these have been taught to the people, have been told to the black people, to the African people, that white is better and white is beautiful and they are ugly, white and angel and they are demons. That means that these people have been infected, have been instinctively, that they have been taught from the birth to the generation and generations to hate themselves. It's time to love ourselves. It's time to strengthen ourselves. It's time to defend ourselves. It's time to unite. And it's time to come, if necessary, in a Pan-African united front, armed with what is necessary to protect ourselves. And I'm saying this, and I'm going to finish and saying the people who need to be protected, who like Kemi Seba, the brother, the leader, the actual leader of Pan-African movement, a visionary, an ideologue, and a writer, an essayist, and an activist whose work on the field every day with the people, loving the people, giving the voice to the people, giving priority to the people. So we're learning now that people have a place, people have a voice, and African people singing a new music. They are marching with a new rhythm, and this rhythm we are going to impose it to the world. If the world is want to start to learn to how to respect and cooperate with us, we are there, and we're happy to cooperate. And we know that the world is needing us, and we know that human beings are interdependent, but we are not the slaves of anybody, and we are not the things or the property of nobody, not more. Even if some time ago you have this privilege that you gained with violence, now we are free. We are ideologically free, spiritually free, and even historically free. Now we know the truth. We know that all the things that you have said to us are fake. The thing that you say that the pyramids of Africa have been built by aliens, in not admitting that Negroes, black African people, could have built their things, and that with that advanced technology, you will start understanding. It's better for you to understand, because killing us will not be enough. You have killed Thomas Sankara, you have killed Malcolm X, you have killed Martin Luther King, you have killed Muammar Gaddafi, you have killed Sekou Touré, you have killed Modibo Keita, you have killed all of those revolutionaries who have had the courage to say no, that you are not the master of the world. It's not anymore. And believe me, if you close a door, we open another door. Now in this era, you cannot stop us. You just have to kill us. If you don't like justice, we know that it's normal, because it's the concept of injustice, the concept of invasion, the concept of bombing, the concept of raping, the concept of colonizing, the concept of enslaving is all coming from you. So if there is something bad on this earth that the Africans have learned, they didn't learn it because they are violent, they are savage, how you have described it as. No, we learned it from you. We learned violence from you. We learned killing from you. We learned everything bad from you. It's time that you have to start listening, that we, the children of those great ancestors, the fathers and mothers of all the civilization of human being, we own ourselves. We own our ideas. We own our history. We own our past, and now we master our present. If you want to work with us, it's good. if you choose to ostracize us, putting us in a situation of suffocation, like suffocating us socio-politically, stigmatizing us, discriminating us, always indicating us as criminals, while just we have the courage to dare to think differently, to propose solutions that not have been conceived by you, white people. And when I'm saying white people, not because your leucodermical skin is a problem for me. I don't hate you. I never hated you. I never have been told to hate white people. Just white people have been taught to hate black people. So if you have always learned hate and practiced violence, you can learn from us respect, and you can learn from us love. What does mean love? What does mean justice? That you can learn from the Africans. And for more conversation we will come. And the family is necessary sometimes to dare to say some words that have never been said before. Things that Malcolm X died for, things that Marcus Garvey have dedicated his lifetime for it, things that have been took and repeated by Thomas Sankara, Kwame Nkrumah, Muammar Gaddafi, and so over and on. We cannot permit ourselves to watch, to be indifferent, to be superficial, and live in this world is material world and human world. Everything is just for useful. If it is not useful, have no merit to be there. If that is human, if that's animal, or if that is vegetable, we are the criminals. We the human being. But the biggest criminal on the earth between the human being race is the white. The white capus of the human beings, because we are the human being tree, the black, and from the black came all the colors. When the sun is, you have studied astrology, and you know that the sun is just a small star, and we have all this light because it's near to Earth, and we are in the solar system. And when you watch through your NASA and other I don't know institutes of observation of the galaxies, you can see literally the universe is black. It's dark. Even if it's not black, it's dark. And does that mean all the existence of the universe is black? So if you always have lived in condition of hate, in the extreme condition of difficulties, so you have learned to practice violence, to practice raping, invading others. That's why you have learned, and we understand this. So now we call on you to learn from Africans. Stop indicating Africans and stop hating Africans, because the Africans hate you because you have done the necessary to be hated by the Africans. You have enslaved them, you have raped them, you have made them things less than things. You colonize them, you exploiting them, and now you want that the Africans have to love you. Are you mad, white people? I'm not that one who hate white people, but I'm that one who say truth. No matter what is your color and what is your lever, social lever, can you consider yourself God on earth? My generation will point the finger in your eyes and say that what we think and what must be said, without dancing and without sweet talking. Here you have been on Africa. Much love, much respect. Here with Abdul Karim, Assahly, the think and talk of Pan-Africanity, the place where we dare to say, the place we will be happy to box ideologically with others. To the next time. Yeah, the sound from Sahara to your heart. Much love to the community around the globe. Don't forget to support. Don't get just for yourself. Don't keep it for yourself. Knowledge and courage must be shared to empower many and many other kings, many other Malcolm X, many other Thomas Sankara, many other Kemi Seba, many other Abdul Karim Assahly. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Many love.